Hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks so much for tuning in. Today, we're going to be taking an in-depth look at the all-new 2025 Toyota 4Runner Trailhunter. As with all of my reviews, I'm going to cover all of the ins and outs and take this thing on a thorough drive. Of course, there's a whole lot of stuff to cover, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. The Toyota 4Runner has earned its place as an icon in American off-road culture thanks to more than 40 years of staying true to its original mission, delivering an exceptionally capable, durable, and versatile body-on-frame SUV that can handle nearly any terrain. As it enters its sixth generation, the 4Runner has never been more advanced, refined, or capable. Toyota placed a strong emphasis on both capability and passenger experience during development, and it shows. Every trim strikes a careful balance between rugged engineering and modern comfort. For 2025, the 4Runner lineup has grown to 9 trims, more than ever before, including the first ever Trailhunter in Platinum trims. Base pricing, including destination charges, range from $42,770 to $68,900, reflecting the wide spectrum of capability and features across the trims. Engine availability also varies by trim. The SR5, TRD Sport, and TRD Sport Premium come exclusively with the new 2.4-liter turbocharged iForce 4-cylinder, while the TRD Off-Road, TRD Off-Road Premium, and Limited offer the same iForce engine as standard with the option to upgrade to the iForce Max Hybrid, which builds on the turbo engine to provide more power and a substantial increase in torque. At the top end, the Platinum, TRD Pro, and Trailhunter are available exclusively with iForce Max, ensuring the most capable and powerful configurations have consistent access to hybrid torque and performance. Depending on trim, buyers can choose two-wheel drive, part-time four-wheel drive, or full-time four-wheel drive, giving even more flexibility to tailor the 4Runner to specific driving conditions or lifestyles. The Trailhunter specifically embodies the 4Runner's adventurous DNA and elevates it with purpose-built overlanding and off-road capability. It builds on Toyota's legendary reputation for ruggedness with features engineered specifically for serious outdoor exploration. Standard components include Old Man Emu forged monotube shocks with remote reservoirs, a low-profile high-mount air intake, 33-inch Toyo all-terrain tires on 18-inch bronze-finished wheels, an onboard air compressor, and signature exterior details such as Rigid Industries color-selectable LED fog lamps, an ARB roof rack, and a bronze-colored, heritage-inspired Toyota grille with an integrated LED light bar. These enhancements not only improve off-road performance but also give the Trailhunter a distinctive, purposeful look. My favorite thing in day-to-day use is the air intake. It lets you experience all of the whooshes and flutter of the turbo, especially when the windows are rolled down. I will say it's loud, but it's one of those unique details that, for me, made every drive even more fun. The as-tested price of this Trailhunter comes to $69,578. You can further personalize the vehicle with options like digital key, cargo lights, floor mats, a cargo mat, an accessory-ready LED lantern, and a ball hitch with mount, amongst other stuff. It's offered in 4 standard colors. This example is finished in Everest, a metallic green hue that complements its rugged, outdoor-ready aesthetic. More broadly, the 2025 4Runner rounds out Toyota's family of rugged body-on-frame vehicles, sitting alongside the Tundra, Tacoma, Sequoia, and the Land Cruiser. Together, these vehicles provide customers with a wide range of options for tackling tough conditions or pursuing outdoor adventures, from high-speed desert trails to technical rock crawling. Every 4Runner benefits from Toyota's focus on capability, durability, and intelligent engineering, giving owners the tools to confidently explore and enjoy even the most challenging environments. Whether hauling gear, towing trailers, or venturing into remote terrain, the 4Runner Trailhunter exemplifies Toyota's commitment to delivering a vehicle that blends modern convenience, rugged performance, and iconic off-road credibility, all while keeping the adventure-driven spirit that's made it a legend for over 4 decades. The new 4Runner rolls on a variety of wheels and tires that immediately signal each trim's intended purpose. Standard sizes range from 18 to 20-inch alloys, with off-road focused trims prioritizing traction and ground clearance. The Trailhunter, for example, comes equipped with 18-inch flat bronze wheels wrapped in 33-inch 265/70 Toyo Open Country all-terrain tires, providing more sidewall, better absorption of rough terrain, and an increased contact patch when compared to the previous generation's 17-inch setups. The TRD Pro uses black 18-inch wheels paired with tires of the same size, while more road-oriented trims like the Limited and Platinum feature larger 20-inch alloys with lower profile tires for sharper on-road handling. Braking is handled by 4-wheel disc brakes with generously sized rotors, roughly 13.4 inches up front and 13.2 inches at the rear, paired with 4-piston and single-piston calipers respectively. There is also an updated electronic parking brake that replaces the 5th gen's foot pedal, making everyday operation cleaner and more modern. The brakes feel great, with a pedal that's easy to modulate, especially at low speeds. Beneath the skin, the 4Runner is built on a new global platform shared with the Tacoma, Tundra, Land Cruiser, and even the Sequoia. The chassis incorporates high-strength steel throughout, using blanking and laser welds to improve rigidity, while aluminum in the upper body helps reduce weight. Frame crossmembers are reinforced for greater durability, and the entire structure benefits from better torsional stiffness compared with the outgoing 5th gen. This upgraded foundation not only improves safety, but it also allows suspension tuning and off-road systems to work more effectively. Suspension hardware varies significantly by trim, tuned to balance off-road capability, ride comfort, and load carrying performance. The standard design includes an independent double wishbone front suspension with a stabilizer bar and twin-tube shocks. In the rear, you have a multi-link independent suspension with coil springs and outboard-mounted twin-tube shocks. The Trailhunter is outfitted with Old Man Emu forged monotube shocks with remote reservoirs calibrated for off-road control and heavy load stability. The TRD Pro steps up with TRD-tuned Fox QS3 3-way adjustable internal bypass shocks with remote reservoirs designed for high-speed desert or trail performance. TRD off-road trims feature Bilstein monotube shocks for heat management and better travel over uneven terrain, while Limited and Platinum models use adaptive variable suspension to deliver a smooth, composed ride on pavement. The Trailhunter, despite its off-road prowess, has excellent manners both on and off pavement. The shocks do very well at mitigating rough terrain by filtering out unpleasantries, but they also keep the ride composed and supple in daily use. Stabilizer disconnects are standard on off-road grades, including the Trailhunter and TRD Pro, allowing greater axle articulation at the press of a button. Underbody skid plates, proper recovery points, and integration with multi-terrain select and crawl control ensure that the suspension and chassis work seamlessly when the terrain gets technical. The Trailhunter and TRD Pro offer 10.1 inches of ground clearance. With the specially shaped bumpers and rock sliders, approach, breakover, and departure angles measure 33, 24, and 24 degrees respectively. The 4Runner's steering has been upgraded to an electric power-assisted rack and pinion setup, which has given the 4Runner improved on-center feel, lighter low-speed operation, and integration with Toyota's suite of safety and convenience technologies. The turning circle measures approximately 39.4 feet, with roughly 3 1/4 turns from lock to lock, making it surprisingly manageable for a body-on-frame, off-road focused SUV. The chunky, leather-wrapped steering wheel has a perforated texture on the sides and bolsters at 10 and 2. It feels great in your hands. Drivers also benefit from a more refined interface, particularly on iForce Max models, which include a standard 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster capable of displaying off-road telemetry such as driveline status, power flow, and pitch and roll angles, keeping the driver informed and confident on challenging trails. Within the cluster settings, you can personalize it to a pretty significant degree. There are 3 standard layouts that you can customize with 3 types of information on the left, middle, and right side of the cluster. In addition, there's more in-depth settings that actually let you change the type and style of the cluster, including a more traditional spread of information, a condensed setup, and a clean, simplified type. There are 4 styles to switch between, including casual, smart, tough, and sporty. I'm particularly fond of the sporty style, which has white-faced instruments. The 4Runner is offered in 2-wheel drive, part-time 4-wheel drive, or full-time 4-wheel drive. The part-time system is standard on the Trailhunter. It includes an electronically controlled 2-speed transfer case with high and low range, along with active traction control and an automatic limited slip differential. An electronic locking rear differential is also standard. When traction is extremely limited, the rear differential can help split power sent to the rear 50-50 between the rear wheels. The multi-terrain select is functional in both 4-wheel drive high and 4-wheel drive low, offering adjustable settings to help control wheel spin on a variety of terrains such as mud, dirt, and sand. The 4Runner also makes available Toyota's next-generation crawl control, which acts as a low-speed off-road cruise control. Downhill assist control is another off-road feature that can help you easily navigate descents by limiting the speed of the vehicle. Via the large 14-inch touchscreen, you're able to easily view potential obstacles that are looming on the trail with the multi-terrain monitor. Of course, there's a plethora of underbody protection and easy access recovery points in case things get tricky. Another noteworthy feature is the stabilizer disconnect mechanism, which increases suspension articulation across the whole vehicle at the push of a button. The 4Runner is designed and built for a wide range of demands. Thanks to its maximum towing capacity of 6,000 pounds, it's able to easily tow a boat, trailer, or UTV. A range of advanced towing features are available to make towing and trailering navigating easier. The Trailhunter is packed with everything. Within the instrument cluster, you can input custom trailer profiles. There's an integrated trailer brake controller and a digital rearview mirror, not to mention a trailer backup guide with straight path assist feature. The latter includes a combination of sensors and cameras to help keep the trailer in a straight line while reversing so you can focus solely on throttle and braking. This technology also gives you a 360-degree simulated top-down view of the vehicle to aid overall visibility, including tough-to-see areas around the vehicle and trailer. During regular on-road driving, the standard blind spot monitor can identify when a trailer is being towed and extend the area of detection to recognize and alert you of potential hazards and blind spots not only for the vehicle but the trailer as well. The 2025 4Runner finally moves on from its tried and true 4-liter V6, and in its place comes Toyota's turbocharged 2.4-liter iForce 4-cylinder. On the surface, the numbers might not sound like a huge leap. 278 horsepower, 6,000 RPM versus the old V6's 270 at 5,600 RPM. But the big story is the torque curve. Where the V6 offered 278 pound-feet of torque way up at 4,400 RPM, the new 2.4 turbo cranks out 317 pound-feet at just 1,700 RPM. That means the muscle is available almost right off idle, which completely changes how the 4Runner feels in everyday use. Instead of having to wind the engine out to make progress, you get strong, confident pull down low. Whether you're inclining through rocks on the trail, hauling gear up a grade, or just merging onto the highway. It's more relaxed and less strained than the V6 ever felt, but the real game changer is the available iForce Max Hybrid. This setup combines the same 2.4 turbo with a 48 horsepower motor generator, which sits in place of a traditional torque converter inside the 8-speed automatic transmission. That motor draws from a compact 1.87 kilowatt-hour nickel-metal hydride battery, recharged automatically through regenerative braking and engine operation, so you never have to plug it in. Together, the system delivers a stout 326 horsepower and a huge 465 pound-feet of torque, numbers that outmuscle not only the old V6 but most mid-size SUV competitors. The electric motor's instant torque sharpens low-speed response and fills in between gear changes, which smooths out acceleration and makes the 4Runner feel stronger and more responsive in day-to-day driving. It's especially noticeable when towing, climbing steep grades, or even just passing on a 2-lane road. The transmission can hold gears longer under load, while the motor quietly adds torque in the background, so the whole process feels less labored. Toyota designed iForce Max very differently from the hybrid Synergy drive setups you see in vehicles like the Prius or RAV4 hybrid. Instead of a CVT and multiple motors, this is a longitudinal single-motor transmission integrated design specifically engineered for body-on-frame trucks and SUVs. Power still routes through the 8-speed automatic into the transfer case and out to either a part-time or full-time 4-wheel drive system depending on the trim. In other words, you get all of the benefits of electrification without giving up the traditional truck-based feel or off-road capability. Of course, all of this extra performance comes with an equally important benefit: efficiency. The outgoing V6 4Runner was notorious for its thirsty nature, averaging around 16 miles per gallon city and 19 miles per gallon highway. With the standard iForce engine, those numbers reach an average of 22 miles per gallon with rear-wheel drive and 21 miles per gallon with four-wheel drive. That's a pretty significant improvement for a vehicle of this size and weight. Step up to the iForce Max Hybrid and things get even better, with estimates of 23 miles per gallon in the city and 24 miles per gallon highway with standard four-wheel drive. That goes the same for the Trailhunter, where I averaged around 23 miles per gallon. That's not just a small bump, it's a genuine leap in efficiency while simultaneously giving you far better performance. All 4Runners feature a drive mode select system as standard, letting you fine-tune the vehicle's character at the twist of a dial. The basic modes include normal, eco, and sport modes, which adjust throttle response, shift timing, steering weight, and even HVAC performance. An available tow-haul mode sharpens power delivery and transmission logic specifically for trailering. The Limited and Platinum have additional Sport Plus, Comfort, and Custom modes. Put it all together, and the new Powertrain transforms the 4Runner's character. Where the old V6 was sturdy but dated, adequate but thirsty, and often strained, the new iForce and iForce Max setups give you more power, far more torque in the usable range, smoother acceleration, improved fuel economy, and towing capability that feels more composed and capable both on-road and off. It's still very much a truck-based SUV, but one that finally feels modern under the hood without losing its core rugged personality. The front seat area of the new 4Runner Trailhunter is a perfect example of how Toyota managed to modernize a rugged off-roader without losing its character. Despite having a greater screen presence, there's an appreciable balance with plenty of buttons and knobs so you get the best of both worlds. Digital where you want it and analog for the rest. The interior is very high quality feeling overall, even the harder plastics feel nice. The seating position feels more natural and commanding than the outgoing model, with expanded space across the board. Legroom grows to 41.8 inches, headroom measures 39.7 inches, and shoulder room widens to 58 inches, giving the driver and front passenger more breathing room. Both seats are 8-way power adjustable with standard heating and ventilation on the Trailhunter, luxuries that weren't consistently available in the last generation. The Trailhunter's mineral-toned soft-tex upholstery with distinctive orange-yellow stitching and unique dashboard and door trim visually sets it apart from the other trims. The front seats are super comfortable and supportive. Standard 4-way lumbar helps dial things in just right. The driver gets a couple of memory presets. The steering wheel is leather-wrapped and heated with a more substantial feel compared to the previous gen. It's also power adjustable for tilt and reach. Toyota also added a fully digital 12.3-inch gauge cluster on the iForce Max models. Like I showed you, it's customizable with multiple layouts including off-road readouts and is one of the clearest signs that Toyota has dragged the 4Runner's interior into the modern age. the cabin also feels more refined. Practical touches remain too, just like the grab handle on the passenger side A-pillar to help with climbing into the cabin, a classic 4Runner trait, although the driver still doesn't get one. This example has the optional accessory lamp, which is conveniently built into the left side of the dash, so it's easy to access when you open the door. I also like the bank of auxiliary switches on the left side of the dash, where you can wire up additional accessories and have them integrated just like factory. Storage and usability in the front row are improved as well. The center console is deeper and more versatile, the door bins can now handle larger bottles, and Toyota even added a dash top shelf for small items you want close at hand. An available wireless charging pad is integrated into the center console, holding a phone upright for better visibility while keeping it powered. Dual USB-C charge ports come standard up front, while rear seat passengers get their own ports when equipped. These little improvements make day-to-day life with the 4Runner feel more convenient than it did in the 5th gen model, which often showed its age in this area. The real centerpiece, though, comes in the form of Toyota's latest tech package. The Trailhunter features the brand's new audio multimedia system with a massive 14-inch upgrade over the standard 8-inch screen and some of the other trims that feels much more fitting in 2025. Both screens support wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, with a USB-C data and charging port located to the right of the display for wired connections. The system pairs seamlessly with the available Qi wireless charging pad that delivers faster charging output than before. The new audio multimedia system is awesome. It's so straightforward. Features are basic in a good way, with some things like driver assistance settings being located within the instrument cluster settings. Other manufacturers need to take note. This no-nonsense system is easy to use, clearly organized, and has everything you need without the fluff and complicated menu structures often seen in competitors. A dual-zone automatic climate control system is standard on the limited trim and above, featuring clearly labeled buttons and knobs for a proper tactile feel. All trims come standard with a smart key system with push-button start, and the Trailhunter offers available digital key compatibility, allowing your smartphone to act as the key and even enabling you to share access remotely, no physical key handoff needed. Toyota also offers a credit card-sized card key for extra convenience when traveling light. For audiophiles, an available 14-speaker JBL premium audio system with an externally coupled subwoofer fills the cabin with rich sound, but the most unique feature is the JBL Flex portable Bluetooth speaker. Docked on the dash, it serves as the system's center channel and charges automatically. But undock it and you got up to 6 hours of portable, waterproof playback that can even be paired with other Flex speakers for a bigger soundstage. It's a clever, fun touch that underlines just how much Toyota has invested in making the new 4Runner's front cabin not only rugged and practical, but also modern, comfortable, and tech-savvy in a way the old one never quite managed. Every 2025 4Runner comes equipped with Toyota Safety Sense 3.0, the brand's suite of active safety and convenience technologies. This package includes a pre-collision system with pedestrian detection, lane departure alert with steering assist, full speed range dynamic radar cruise control, lane tracing assist, road sign assist, automatic high beams, and the newly added proactive driving assist. The latter uses the vehicle's camera and radar under certain operating conditions to apply gentle braking and/or steering in situations such as maintaining distance from a preceding vehicle, pedestrian, or bicyclist, and can also slow the vehicle into curves. PDA is not a substitute for the pre-collision system and functions in different scenarios. Enhancements for Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 extend across multiple systems. The pre-collision system now has improved sensor capabilities, expanded intersection support, and the ability to detect motorcyclists in addition to pedestrians and bicyclists. Lane Departure Alert adds steering assist and better lane recognition that can identify certain 3D objects, such as guardrails. And Dynamic Radar Cruise Control gains full speed range capability, a fourth following distance setting, and the ability to detect more than one vehicle ahead, as well as vehicles in adjacent lanes for smoother speed adjustments, particularly when changing lanes. Lane Tracing Assist, which works with Dynamic Radar Cruise Control and requires visible lane markings, now offers enhanced lane recognition and can make small steering adjustments to provide more space when passing vehicles in neighboring lanes. This system also incorporates an emergency driving stop system that monitors driver inputs and can bring the vehicle to a stop if the driver becomes unresponsive, such as in a medical emergency. Roadside Assist can detect speed limits, stop, yield, do not enter, and certain warning signs, displaying them on the multi-information display. Beyond Toyota Safety Sense 3.0, available features include a blind spot monitor to help detect vehicles in adjacent lanes and rear cross traffic alert, which warns of approaching traffic from either side while reversing. That's all standard on the Trailhunter. A system of 9 airbags protects occupants. The Trailhunter's rear seat strikes a balance between utility and comfort with several touches that set it apart from the rest of the lineup. Getting in takes a little more effort thanks to the extra lift and larger tires. However, Toyota does provide grab handles on both B-pillars so you can hoist yourself up. Once seated, you'll find a roomy and supportive bench trimmed in the Trailhunter specific upholstery and accents, giving the cabin a distinctive overlanding vibe that feels tougher yet more upscale than the plainer materials used in the previous 4Runner. Space is generous with 37.8 inches of headroom, 34.8 inches of legroom, and 57.8 inches of shoulder room. Dimensions that help keep adults comfortable even on longer trips and reflect Toyota's effort to preserve the 4Runner's reputation for rear seat spaciousness. Comfort is further enhanced by padded armrests and improved interior materials, a noticeable upgrade over the harder plastics and simpler finishes of the 2024 model. Functionally, the second row now folds and tumbles forward rather than merely folding flat, which makes creating a longer cargo area easier and quicker, as I'll show you in just a bit. The only downside is that they don't fold flat with the cargo floor. Features are fairly straightforward. Rear seat heating is not offered on the Trailhunter. That's an exclusive feature of the new Platinum trim. There's a couple of adjustable air vents in the back of the center console, along with 2 USB-C charge ports and an AC power outlet, which, on the hybrid, is able to deliver an impressive 2,400 watts to power more demanding stuff. There's pockets on the middles of the doors, which is perfect for a large smartphone with a case on it. There's bottle holders also built into the doors. The front seat backs have pockets. You can fold down the padded armrest if no one is sitting in the middle, which also features a pair of cup holders. The headrests are adjustable vertically. There's LED overhead lighting and a microphone for the hands-free phone system. Practicality is high, with wide door openings and solid seating geometry that support both daily commuting and adventure travel. I also like how the backrest can be adjusted. Via the outer handles, you can rake the seat back quite a bit, a nice feature to have on long trips. The child seat anchors are cleverly integrated and covered when not in use for a cleaner look. The 4Runner now offers a hands-free power liftgate for easy access when your arms are full, while still retaining the signature power rear glass that rolls down at the touch of a button. The power liftgate is standard on the Trailhunter. To operate the hands-free feature, you simply wave your foot under the right side of the bumper, and as long as you have the key fob, a chime will sound off, indicating the liftgate is about to open. You can also use the hands-free feature to close it. The roll-down rear window is a unique feature. It's genuinely practical, allowing you to quickly drop it to load long items or just provide extra cabin ventilation without opening the entire hatch. There's a set of buttons on the liftgate that make quick work of opening and closing from the rear. Once inside, the cargo space itself is generous, though overall utility does vary depending on whether you choose a hybrid or non-hybrid. The standard 2-row non-hybrid provides 48.4 cubic feet behind the second row and a maximum of 90.2 cubic feet with the seats folded flat, slightly more than the outgoing model. The hybrid's battery pack sits beneath the load floor, raising it a bit, trimming capacity to 42.6 and 82.6 cubic feet. You have a wide compartment at the back for stowing smaller items, not to mention some pockets at the outer edges. The 12-volt battery is mounted behind the left side panel. Despite the slight drop in capacity, there is a nice benefit. You gain a standard 2,400 watt AC power supply in the back that can run everything from camp refrigerators to work tools. Non-hybrids still give you a 120 volt outlet, but it's limited to about 400 volts, so it's more suited to small electronics. If you need a third row, Toyota still offers one on non-hybrid SR5 and limited trims, giving you 12.1 cubic feet behind the third row, 44.8 behind the second row, and a max of 84.4 cubic feet, along with a little more usable space behind the third row than the 2024 model. A redesigned folding and tumbling second row helps create a flatter, more versatile load floor in every configuration, making the space easier to use day to day. An exclusive Trailhunter feature is an integrated high-output air compressor. Built into the right side panel, it offers a digital display, 2 USB-C device charge ports, and an additional 12-volt power outlet. It includes a kit with a long coiled hose that's super handy, whether it be for inflating tires, air mattresses, or water loungers. The side panels offer plenty of additional storage for anything from devices to small bags. D-rings around the perimeter of the floor can be used to tie stuff down if needed. It's also worth mentioning how incredibly well lit the cargo area is. There's a set of optional D-pillar lights shown on this example, but all in all, with the rest of the lights and the lights on the liftgate itself, it's very easy to see back here at night. Well everyone, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please don't forget to leave a like down below because it really helps the videos a lot. And if you haven't subscribed already, consider doing that as well and make sure those notifications are on. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.